Corey with MileSplit here with Liam Anderson, your NXN winner from Redwoods High School in California. Third last year. This year you break a course record, 14:57. So pretty much everything that could have went right for you today. So how do you feel about this win? How do you feel about grabbing it for the first time?
You know, I'm super excited. I think ever since last year, getting third, you know, I was really going for the win last year too. And I think, you know, I really just ran out of room coming up the last hill. So that's haunted me a little bit, you know, the past year, and I've been looking forward to today to come back and give it another go.
It's really tough in these races to actually kind of produce progression. You go 16th as a sophomore, you're third as a junior, now you win. I mean, because these races are so hard when you get in them tactically, you know, you can't make mistakes. But for you, did you always feel like you're getting better every year and you felt stronger and more confident in these races?
Yeah, well, I was 22nd as a sophomore, so I was
22nd.
Yeah,
okay.
I was one off. They call it 21st All-American here.
Okay.
So for me, that was motivation because again, I was just a little bit off of that. So I wanted to come back last year, and then, you know, going into it, and as the season progressed, it looked like I was in a good position to certainly podium and potentially win. So that became the goal for last year, and then, you know, we took last year's performance and looked again at this year and decided what we wanted to do.
You know, in the final stages, as you make your way up the hill, you have maybe a patented kick. Do you feel like people can say, like, you are a guy who has a kick now? I mean,
you know, I think the way this season has played out, that's, you know, kind of been my go-to. But I think, you know, certainly in other races in the past, I've demonstrated that I have other abilities as well.
Okay, all around Liam Anderson. You know, I heard you mention earlier that from the beginning you didn't really want to be out in the lead. It's tough sometimes to lead races like this the entire way. So what was your plan, and how do you sort of navigate through the stages that you need to move through?
You know, we were going to let someone else take it. You know, there's no reason to be doing the work when we don't need to be. And I knew there was going to be a lot of people up there because there's a lot, you know, they're saying this year is one of the deepest fields they've had. So, you know, I just wanted to let someone else, you know, take that risk and, you know, just keep myself in position, not let a gap form, and just bide my time.
And at what point, so 4K, you got a K left, where'd you find yourself?
It was me, Cole Sprout, Easton, Allred, and one other guy.
Cole Hawker?
No, black jersey.
Okay, Josh Murphy maybe. Oh, that's East. Anyway, I mean
Easton and then another guy in a black jersey.
Either way, though, you know, that's the statement. Last K. I mean, you kind of have to make sure that you're keeping contact and really covering when people do make moves. So, did you feel confident, like comfortable with the K to go? Did you feel like you had a lot left to give?
You know, I felt good. I think for me that last K is really where I get to take control a little bit after sitting back the whole race. So going into that and knowing where I was with just the four of them, and I was confident in my ability to outkick them.
Okay. And I know you've had your season. You haven't run a lot of races. You were going through your college, you know, process of determining where you wanted to go. You picked Stanford eventually, but do you feel like in some ways that helped you become more fresh, like just in terms of, you know, getting ready for races and being more fresh when you did enter them?
Absolutely, because that allows us really to focus more on training. So instead of altering a week, you know, maybe missing a workout and then running a race where I might not have had a whole lot of competition, we think there's, you know, more benefit to getting that workout in and really pushing it week after week. So I think, you know, that's, you know, a big reason I was able to perform as I did today.
Were you running for anybody today? Do you have any motivation or?
My coach, my family, my friends. You know, I had all the above here today, so it was really cool after crossing the line to give them some hugs and to talk for a minute.
Well-deserved win, man.
Thank you,
Congrats.
sir.